Hey guys, welcome back to HW Sports 90, and in this video we are going to analyze all the Premier League games that are going to be played in game week 33, that is on Saturday and on Sunday. So straight to it, we are going to start with Manchester United versus Bournemouth. Bournemouth are welcoming Manchester United at the Vitality Stadium, and United are looking for they're looking to get back to winning ways. Remember, they have not won their last three games. They drawn against Brentford, they lost against Chelsea, and drawn against Liverpool. So they'll be looking for that 3 points to ease the pressure from manager Erik ten Hag. And Bournemouth, or rather Bournemouth, had a great result when they visited Manchester United at Old Trafford, where they won 3-0. It was an impressive win, and they won it comfortably at Old Trafford to pile more pressure on Ole Gunnar, on Erik ten Hag, and looking at their current form in all competitions in their last 5 games, Bournemouth have won twice, they've drawn twice, and lost once. On the other hand, Manchester United in their last 5 games in all competitions, they've won 3 times, lost once, and drawn once in their last five matches in all competitions. So we know that their overall performance, or rather their overall meeting between Bournemouth and United have won 9 times, Bournemouth have won 3 times, and they've drawn once. In their last 3 games, or rather their last 5 games, Bournemouth have won twice, United have won 3 times. As I said earlier, Bournemouth were victorious against United at Old Trafford when they last meet in this season in first leg, and they won 3-0 comfortably, and it was a disaster for Manchester United. We know Bournemouth are 12th in the league with 41 points, having played 31 games. On the other hand, Manchester United are 6th in the league with 49 points, having played 31 games. So Bournemouth will be fighting to stay in the Premier League. They're not safe yet, but they just need to make sure that they stay in the Premier League, because you can't take anything for granted. 41 points, I think they are safe, but not that safe. On the other hand, United are 6th, as they need to qualify for the Champions League next season, and there are some more points. I think they are 11 points behind 4th place, that is Tottenham Hotspurs, and also they are 11 points behind 5th place Aston Villa. So United needs a good game. They need a good result to ease the pressure on their manager, and also to ease the pressure on the players who have been criticized so much in recent games due to their lack of passion. So it's a game whereby United needs 3 points to boost their chances of qualifying the next season Champions League, and Bournemouth needs 3 points to cement their place in top to cement their place and secure their place in the league next season, and to avoid relegation. But at the moment, relegation for them, I think it's like half them. It's impossible. I can say that they are 80% done in staying in the Premier League, but anything can happen. That's why they need the 3 points against United on Saturday. The next game is between the defending champions Manchester City versus Luton Town. The citizens are welcoming the Hatters at the Etihad Stadium as they look to pile more pressure to the Arsenal and Liverpool in the title race. Remember, Manchester City are 3rd in the Premier League with 70 points, having played 31 games. On the other hand, Luton Town are 18th in the Premier League with 25 points, having played 32 games. So looking at their current form in their last 5 games, Manchester City have won 3 times and they've drawn twice. So they are unbeaten in their last 5 games in all competitions. On the other hand, Luton Town have won once, they've drawn once, and they've lost 3 games. So and the last five games in all competitions, we see that Luton have been below average, and on the other hand, City have been on good run. Overall, these two teams have met twice in competitive matches, and it happened this season as they first met when Manchester City won 2-1, and they also met in the FA Cup where City won 6-2. I think there is a game where Haaland scored 5 goals. So it's a game whereby Manchester City are looking to build on their momentum at the moment. Remember, they are facing Real Madrid at the same stadium at home in the Champions League quarterfinal second leg on Wednesday, and they are looking to win their next 2 games against Luton Town and against Real Madrid if they are to win the league and also to win the Champions League. Remember, City are still fighting for the treble. They're still in FA Cup, they're still in the league and also in the Champions League. So can they go on and win the second treble in a row, or will Luton or Real Madrid upset them this weekend? I think this is the game of the is going to be a Super Sunday between Arsenal and Aston Villa. This is going to be an interesting game to watch actually, because both teams are fighting for something this season, and at the moment, because Arsenal are fighting for the Premier League title, and on the other hand Aston Villa are fighting for the top 4 finish or the fifth spot finish in the Premier League, as they are aiming to go back and play the Champions League next season. So Arsenal, they're first in the league with 71 points, having played 31 games. On the other hand, Aston Villa are fifth in the league with 60 points, having played 32 games. So, looking at their current form in the last 5 games, Arsenal have won 3 times and they have drawn twice. So, Arsenal having a great form, they are unbeaten in their last 5 games, having won 3 times and drawn twice. On the other hand, Aston Villa have won twice, drawn twice, and lost 1. So it's not a bad run as well. But I think Arsenal's run is more impressive than Aston Villa's. So overall, these 2 teams have met and Arsenal have won a total of 29 times in response to Aston Villa's 7 times, and they've drawn 9 times. In the last 5 games, in the last 5 matches, Arsenal have won 4 times and Aston Villa have only won once, which happened this season at the Villa Park, where Arsenal lost 1-0 to Aston Villa. So will Arsenal continue their current form and win against Aston Villa, or will Aston Villa upset them and dent their title hopes, or to serve them a huge blow in their title race, or will Arsenal keep the momentum and win to keep more pressure on Liverpool and Man City? Liverpool are also welcoming Crystal Palace at the Anfield after a terrible performance against Atalanta in the Europa League quarterfinal first leg. They need a response, and a response must come against Crystal Palace in the race for the title. Liverpool, who are second in the league with 71 points, level on points with Arsenal. Arsenal are first with just a goal difference. On the other hand, City are coming third with 70 points. So Liverpool needs a response, and the response must come this week, this Sunday at home against Crystal Palace, who are coming in sitting 14th in the league with 30 points. On the other hand, Liverpool are second with 71 points. So in their overall performance and the overall meetings in the last 5 games, Liverpool have won twice, they've lost twice and drawn once. It's not a good run for Liverpool. It's not been impressive the last 5 games for Liverpool, as they lost 2 games. They lost those 2 games, I think, came against Manchester United in the FA Cup, Manchester United, and against Atalanta as well. On the other hand, Crystal Palace have won once, they've drawn twice and lost twice. So it's not also a good run for them, as they sit 14th with 30 points. They are surviving for to stay in the Premier League. They're not safe yet, and they'll be fighting for that 30 points at Anfield. But the last time they won against Liverpool was back in 2017. So it's been 7 years since since Crystal Palace last won against Liverpool. So it's going to be a tough game for both teams. Liverpool, they need a good result, and also Palace, they need a good result. So what I can say is that the same mistake that Liverpool did against Atalanta, they should not repeat the same mistake if they are to win the game. But I think Liverpool will bounce back and win the game against Palace. Newcastle are welcoming Tottenham Hotspur at St James Park in a very interesting game to be being played on Saturday. Newcastle are sitting 8th in the league with 47 points, while Tottenham are sitting 4th with 60 points. Newcastle are fighting to play in Europa League next season, and they need a good result to overtake Manchester United and West Ham United. On the other hand, Tottenham Hotspur are 60 points with they are 60 points, sitting 4th on the league, and they are looking to cement their place in 4th position, as they are level on point with Aston Villa, but they've played a game less. They have a game in hand against Chelsea. So I think in the last five games in competitions, Aston Villa have won twice, or rather Newcastle have won twice, they've lost twice and drawn once. On the other hand, Spurs have won 3 times, lost once, and drawn once. I think this season Spurs have been impressive in most games. Since the arrival of Ange, I think they've been good. They've been playing pretty well compared to last season, and I think they need a trophy. I need a trophy to make it even a better season for them. And they're out of the Carabao, they're out of the FA Cup, they're not in Champions League, not in Europa League, and also I don't think they can win the league. So I think qualifying for Champions League next season will be important, is important for them at the moment, and they need to do that. And I think they will come up with a result against Newcastle, whom I think have been impressive also this season, but not as they were compared to last season. The last meeting, which happened at the London Stadium or at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, where Tottenham won 4-1. They won 4-1 against Newcastle, and they'll be hoping to repeat the same result when they visit the Newcastle or the Toons at St James Park on Saturday. Other games being played are Nottingham Forest versus Wolves. Nottingham Forest are 17th in the league with 25 points, and Wolves are 11th with 42 points. Nottingham Forest are not safe yet, and they need a good result to stay in the Premier League. So it's going to be a good game. They need a good result against Wolves on Saturday. Brentford versus Sheffield United. I think Sheffield United season are done, and I think they will be relegated. 16 points with not more than 8 games to go. I think the season is done. On the other hand, Brentford are 29 points with the 29 points sitting on 15th in the league. They need a good result against Sheffield United if they are to stay in the Premier League. Burnley are facing Brighton at home, and Burnley are 19th with 19 points. Brighton are 10th with 43 points. It's a tough game for Burnley, as they are looking to avoid a defeat to get the 3 points to keep momentum and maybe have hopes of staying in the Premier League. Another one is West Ham versus Fulham. This is also a very good game. Two teams having a good season. More so West Ham, they're 7th in the league with 48 points. Fulham 13th with 39 points. Also, they are looking, maybe to play in Europe next season. They are aiming to play in Europe, UEFA Conference League. So I think it's going to be a good result for both teams. A good game for both teams, or rather, and I think West Ham will be fighting to overtake United in the 6th position, and West Ham or Fulham will be hoping to add 3 points to make it 41 points on Saturday. So guys, those are this is my analysis of the games that have been played in the Premier League this weekend. I'll be doing videos for United vs Bournemouth, Arsenal vs Aston Villa, and post later in the day. Thanks for watching.